all carnage has occurred since you last joined me of about 2 seconds ago. Um, but yeah, carnage, absolute mayhem has occurred. J-Horse has managed to get himself up into the front. That's some guy in P2. Quick Killers and Mr. Cookie have just gone out. They're flying stuff everywhere. What on earth's happened there then between those two? And oh, they've gone off horribly. So, in the space of just a couple of corners, we have had nothing but absolute massacre on track as Lifebout retires after having a collision there with J-Horse. And by the looks of it, everybody is a ghost other than J-Horse, who has also left the session. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the session over. Well, congrats that sim guy for winning. Right, I'm pretty certain we're just gonna run that again. Because yeah, that didn't go to plan, as you can probably tell. Either way, I've got the football on. Tottenham United. It's been a pretty decent game, actually so far. It's been like, I mean, obviously I haven't been looking at it too much. Don't worry. Um, no, calling me. I am paying attention to the race more than I'm paying attention to the football. Um, but nevertheless, it's been a pretty decent game to just have in the background. I do quite enjoy having a game in the background. I can't lie. And obviously subtitles on because you don't need to hear the football. Um, Alrighty, so we should be getting underway in just a second. A couple of people have readied up now, just enough for the timer not to tick. As you can see there, people playing rather funny games. Nevertheless, alrighty, so we are going once again. Alrighty, so we're getting underway once again. Right, we are back in once again. All ready to be set and going. Hopefully, we don't have any problems this time around. Right, so one important thing, setups. People are gonna change their setups. I mean, hopefully they don't, hopefully they do abide by park permit, however you can't guarantee it. It's gonna be an interesting one. Righty, we get back on our formation lap once again. One thing is, they give everybody else another chance to park correctly, so maybe J-Horse won't get off to quite as good of a start as he did last time. Other drivers will learn from mistakes that occurred last time round as well, after all, I think about 5 people went out within the first couple of corners. However, I genuinely don't know just how real they were. Either way, looking forward to it. Should be a decent one, and our Henson's left. Right, deal. Our Henson's not as well now. Is he not racing, our Henson? I think he was supposed to be, but I don't think he is. Sarah Blake has been disqualified, so he will not be happy with that one. It's just annoying because you lose out on that kind of opportunity. Oh yes, of course, strategies. Has everybody gone on the exact same strategy? No. J-Horse has gone and followed these guys on the hard strategy, and Kapchak was also elected to go onto the softs. And by the looks of it, never Randy said he's promoted position. I don't know how many other people have promoted, but I remember talking about him being P11, so him being D10 means something, of course, has happened. And so, yeah, big one though is J-Horse has decided to also go onto the hards rather than the mediums he was on to begin with. Whether that is, possibly second thoughts, whether that is I had no idea. Either way, it should create for a slightly different dynamic, maybe something of a less interest, but still pretty decent. Oh, and a lot of people disqualified, though Lifebout's not disqualified this time, so J-Horse isn't going to have quite as an advantage, but you can see J-Horse sticking out quite a lot there as everybody starts to get lined up, and it won't give me a good camera to start this race, but oh very well, and it's Aero Blake who has jumped the start. Either way, Lifebout's had an absolutely mare of a start, and that is going to open up J-Horse to get the lead very, very early on. And it is pretty chaotic through the middle of the pack there. Mr. Cookie comfortably getting in front. And oh, there goes Rick and another driver. Either way, Lifebout still trying to defend second place here, though Mr. Cookie wants it oh so very desperately. Is he going to be able to get it? He's going to have to go all the way around the outside of this corner. He hasn't. He's conceded that position. Back to Lifebout. Lifebout securing second place after that in the end. Never Fear Andy's here has had an absolutely corker of a start, and he's up to P6 already now, right on the back of Chaz Knight Rider, and interested in getting past Aero Blake just behind as well, but a ghost. Anyway, there's two Hasses. We've got Smithy and Jackalak now in Haas. And that is what, the Aston Martin just knocking Rick there. I don't know whether that was collision or not, and that is definitely collision. On terms with Kafjak and SX Perry. And Armand plays right at the back of the grid as well. He's had an absolute nightmare of a start. Either way, J-Horse is still comfortably in front. In fact, the second in front of Lifebout after lap 1. And Mr. Cookie just 6/10 behind that. And that Sim guy even closer, 3/10. But you're going to have to go. And we've got two fights going down the main straight. It's going to be that Sim guy that overtakes Mr. Cookie. And Never Fear Andy's here that overtakes Chaz Knight Rider. So, two overtakes in the space of about 5 seconds there. Luckily, managed to catch them both for once. It was brilliant. Although, it looks like... Oh, Mr. Cookie had a little look there. He got kind of on par. But I think that Sim guy has just got the pace out of that corner. He's just got the grip down. And he's managed to make it work. On top of that, J-Horse is comfortably dictating the pace of this race at the moment. He's keeping that kind of between that second to 1.3 second gap. Maintaining it pretty well. That Sim guy now losing a bit of time to Lifebout, though we'll hope to try and catch it up soon. He's still not that far away, but Mr. Cookie just behind it, and Never Fear Andy's here as well, who's on an absolute rampage. Interesting to note, that Sim guy is on mediums. You know, he wasn't in that top 4 at all. He was pretty decent. He's got himself up into a really solid spot right now in P3. But he's on medium tyres, so he'll be wanting to make the most out of those as soon as possible. And the best way to do that is to get past Lifebout soon, and more importantly, stay within that DRS zone. Either way, DRS is back open now, and J-Horse is just going to set the fastest lap as that Sim guy has managed to catch massively through that corner, but beginning to lose a little bit there through the actual corner itself. Other than that, Never Fear Andy's here is considerably catching up to Mr. Cookie. It's just every single waiting moment. He is just absolutely running wild at the moment. P5 to Never Fear Andy's here at the moment. Really, really top quality from him. Just having to let off a little bit there, Never Fear Andy's here. Shame for him, but he's still moving, he's still doing pretty decent pace at the moment. So, on top of that, Armand Plays has managed to rack up a couple of positions after an absolute nightmare start. I'm pretty sure he didn't start all the way down there, did he? No, he didn't. He's lost 7 places as of right now, which yeah does add up for P4. Other than that, close fights at the moment is these boys here. The fight for P8 as it stands. This is the closest fight out on that. Lifebout just constantly dropping. It's not a lot of time to drop into J-Horse, but it is time getting dropped. They are just slowly getting further apart. The boys at the top still not making any considerable moves, and it's Armand Plays and Aero Blake that have just had a bit of a battle. No, it's not. It's the Aston Martin and a ghost. And Kafjak is out of the session in the pit lane, I'm pretty certain. So that shouldn't cause too many problems. Although he's actually out on track. Whether he's gone through the pit lane or something, I'm not too sure. quite sure where he's going to retire either. He is just currently driving around the track. In fact, I'm pretty sure who's that. Is that Rick that's about to catch up? Yeah, it is Rick that's about to catch up. Let's see, just about where is he parked? Parked there of all places. But no flags, no, well, obviously just a yellow flag. But other than that, we're back to green racing again. No safety car, no virtual safety car from that. Just racing lifebound. Now under a lot of pressure from that sim guy, as that gap is getting increasingly tighter and increasingly more interesting to watch. Mr. Cookie also just dropped out of that second margin to that sim guy. So, sorry. Although back in it and then back out of it again, so he's definitely fluctuating between that second margin. So long as he's within the second, the DRS comes around, he's fine. But it's just a matter of, is he going to be there when DRS comes around? Either way, you'll notice that sim guy could capitalise here massively. He will get DRS on the corner here. He's going to have a slightly later apex. It will probably mean a stronger exit here. He isn't quite able to capitalise on a massive lightbound mistake there, but what he has done is gotten a hell of a lot closer, ready for the next DRS straight, which is definitely means this could be on for him. So he's going to absolutely have to nail this lap, possibly, yeah, big ERS. Lots of slipstreaming through this corner. I can see that sim guy getting a move done here. He's going to switch to the inside. He's going to have the inside line. Gets the move done well, very, very early before he even hits the brakes. And that is a move done. That sim guy up into P2. And Armand Plays looking to be getting a move done on a Hasid. Doesn't quite go for it. It was a very close one, but he just didn't quite decide to go for it. Quick Killers as well, just getting past Chaz Knight Rider there. That's a pretty decent battle between the Williams and McLaren. Two quite historic teams going bout here. At the moment, Quick Killers having to defend massively here. Chaz Knight Rider being absolutely relentless. He's got a lunch one soon, hasn't he? I'm guessing he's going to hold off for DRS. But these two are very, very close together and showing off some really high quality racing. Unfortunately, this just isn't a track where you can get lots and lots of opportunities made. And Chaz Knight Rider, once again, that DRS zone showing that it's struggling to get overtakes made. In fact, it's not getting overtakes made, it's setting them up ready for next lap. Without a doubt, that's his job, is to set them up for this DRS straight. Because these two cars are now a lot closer together than they would be without DRS. No move is going to be made here either, though. Unfortunately, it's one of the shortest straights on the calendar, but it's still an absolutely phenomenal racetrack. Absolutely love it. And Armand Plays here with Jackalacco, having a great little fight there, but Armand Plays manages to get past in the end. He's got another Haas to deal with, so he's now in a nice little Haas sandwich. A little Red Bull in a Haas sandwich. You don't see that particularly often in real life, but we're seeing it today. And Armand Plays wants out quickly. He's done one, he needs to do the other now. Other than that, Chaz Knight Rider still just comfortably behind Quick Killers. Not being like too distant, but at the same time, just keeping it reasonable. J-Horse has got off to a pretty solid start, wouldn't you say? It's a 2.5 second gap now to that sim guy, as that's a car stopped on track. That is Jimmy Jags stopped on track. Oh, sorry. As Rick obviously does get past Jimmy Jags because of that incident. Other than that, the boys at the front of the pack are now just beginning to spread a little bit. Okay, that sim guy is catching J-Horse ever so slightly, obviously on those medium tyres. It's a little bit easier to do so, but Mr. Cookie and Knifeout are now the two closest drivers. I say that, oh, my commentator's curse is horrendous today. Whenever a driver is looking half decent, I switch to them, talk about how they're being half decent for a couple of seconds, and then they go wrong. I'm so sorry, Mr. Cookie. I know you were listening, and just hearing your name has just caused you to just be completely and utterly pear-shaped. Either way, Chaz Knight Rider and Quick Killers all gained, and Never Fear Andy's here, have all gained a position because of that. Never Fear Andy's here in P4 at the moment. An absolute wonder of a race. Either way, Lifebout is staying within that sim guy pretty nicely. Pretty quiet out on track, isn't it? It's Quickness and Chaz Knight Rider that are staying sort of consecutively close to one another. But no moves being able to get pulled off. Never Fear Andy's here has come into the pits to set mediums. Interesting choice for him. Is that 9 of 36, and that is our first pit stop of the day. As Mr. Cookie has caught up to the back of these boys here, who are now all just fighting Jimmy Jags, just getting past him comfortably. As Quick Killer's beginning to extend that gap a little bit through this sector, he's looking pretty strong. Mr. Cookie also right on the back of these boys, so we're going to keep an eye on them because they're looking the most intriguing. It is a yellow flag. I'm pretty sure that's Never Fear Andy's it that is stopped on track, as well as Rick letting someone through, I'm pretty certain. Yes. This is one of the problems with Netherlands. It's a great track, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome, flowing, moving track. But you struggle to get overtakes. You've really got to set them up, and you can see just how eager Mr. Cookie is to get past, but he just can't. Just about not able to. And I mean, these boys are racing so close together, aren't they? And it's a fight for P4, so it's a decent position they're all going for. Which I guess kind of in a way adds to the boringness, because none of them want to take a risk, although Mr. Cookie is now right on the back here of Chaz Knight Rider. He just wants to get past as soon as he physically can, to be honest. Just see, even at DRS, there's a bit. This is definitely a DRS problem at this point in time. There's no doubt about that. You know, the 10 seconds back from Lifebout, which means we're more like 15 seconds back from the lead already. Jimmy Jags is firing from the second there. Whereabouts that is going to cause triple yellows and a safety car. Right, so with Jimmy Jags' unprompt exits has caused a little safety car here. Let's just see the next man to come across. Just disappearing a little bit too early. So, some of the people coming into the pits, that was Jackalacco. Unfortunately, I don't think it's really a good time for anybody to quit. Although the spread is quite strong already. Whether it's a good idea, possibly, I'm not sure. Either way, in comes that Sim Guy and J-Horse. So, maybe the pit stops are on for the top boys. Yeah, all the top three are coming into the pit. Is Quick Killer's going to do the same? I can't see him not doing the same. Oh, yeah, it took to the very last second. My favourite Chaz Knight Rider there is stayed out. So Quick Killer's in. Almond Plays out as well. Mr. Cookie's already done his lap. Oh, he's already pitted. He pitted the lap before. Is he going to get out in front of Randy Moore's having a crack with this? Quick Killer is going to be close. He does as well. Oh, that is tactical. That's very, very tactical from Mr. Cookie there, and it's not even close. It's 2 seconds. Wow. That is really tactical, actually. That's a great bit of movement there. Either way, J-Horse has managed to separate himself between that two guy with armor plates, a man on 11 up on the card. So he'll be very happy with that. He's on medium now, and that two guy is on the set hard. So it changes tyre there as well. Life out on medium and Cookie on medium. Because they are also now to throw themselves back into this race again. Okay, he's 6th, but he's going to be right on the back of Life out and that thin guy who have pitted. Got to remember, Armin and Chaz haven't. With that in mind, J-Horse still does need to get past the driver, and it is getting past the driver who we've seen. It's difficult to get past with Mr. Cookie not being able to. It's Chaz Knight Rider up at the top of the pack. He's going to be leading us out of this safety car. I guess he knows he's pretty good at defending. He can wear down those mediums of J-Horse, really throw open a pack if he wants to. However, trying to keep J-Horse behind is easier said than done at times. Quite